Yeah, it should be recording. Greetings all, Norm Collins here. What's the date today? 7th of the 9th, 2022. Just want to give a bit of a shout out to all the new subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. Since I did the interview with Lingo Louie, picked up a few more subscribers, so I appreciate that. Thanks for joining the crew and joining me on my channel. There's heaps of other vids there. You want to go and check them out. Don't forget to like them as well, because it does help the channel. And also, I'm going to be doing a tour of the South Island later this month. Probably heading down to, I'm thinking Rangiora to start with. I've got one down there on about Wednesday the 21st, I think it is. I'll be doing one there. And I'll be doing one in Selwyn. So I'll be doing two in the Christchurch area. And I'm off down to Dunedin, Alexandra, then Invercargill. So if you're in any of those areas or in between and would like me to stop off and do a workshop, usually about 4 hours at least, just give me contact me through the email, which I will leave in the description box underneath this video. So I'm just going to spin you around, and yes, don't forget to get hold of us if you would like to come along to one of my workshops, and let us know. Get hold of me via email, and I'll give you some times, dates and places. So I just want to do a quick one actually. Remember, all my videos, caveat emptor, buyer beware, do your own research, folks. You know, that's what it's all about. Don't take my word for it or anyone's word for it. You've got to verify these things for yourself, whatever these things may be. So I thought I might just cover this particular idiom here. Actually, it's an old idiom. A man's home is his castle. And I'll post this particular meme because it's not so clear there. You won't be able to see it all because of my setup here. Can't quite get it all on the screen, but I will post this on my Te Ariki Pauheri Urumana Facebook page and my Miwi page and my well, I can't put it on my Rumble, but yeah, this video will go up there. I'll put those links in the description box anyway. So, an Englishman's home is his castle. Very interesting where this comes from, and it's established in law as well, as we'll see. So Queen Elizabeth II took a verbal oath when she entered into service, status servant, of her own free will. This oath was to uphold the laws and traditions of this land. Of course, this is to England, of course, where this is England, where this is mainly applied at first, but of course it applies everywhere, really. An English home, as we'll see, an Englishman's home is his castle, and an assault on the castle is a recognised act of war. In a time of war, then, the casualties of war are just that, the casualties of war. He that enters into an act of war knowingly or unknowingly has still entered into an act of war by his own volition. The occupants defending the castle cannot be held culpable for any casualties of war, even though these casualties of war should end up dead. This is recognised from the historical traditions of this land. Excuse me. The castle doctrine, also known as a castle law or a defence of habitation law. I'm not sure if we have them actually entrenched into action statutes here in New Zealand, but I'm pretty sure it'll be there somewhere. If not, of course, we can go back to the 1688 Bill of Rights, which is where we get a lot of this legal stuff comes from. The power of Parliament actually comes from. So the castle doctrine, also known, as I say, as the defence or habitation law, is a legal doctrine that designates a person's abode or any legally occupied place, e.g., a vehicle or workplace, as a place in which that person has certain protections and immunities, permitting him or her in certain circumstances to use force, up to and including deadly force, to defend themselves against an intruder, free from legal responsibility, prosecution for the consequences of the force used. Typically, deadly force is considered justified and a defense of justifiable homicide applicable in cases when the actor reasonably fears imminent peril of death or serious bodily harm to him or herself or another. The doctrine is not a defined law that can be invoked, but a set of principles which is incorporated in some form in the law of many states. The legal concept of inviolability, of the home has been known in Western civilization since the age of the Roman Republic. The term derives from the historic English common law dictum that an Englishman's home is his castle. This concept was established as English law by the 17th century jurist Sir Edward Coke in his The Institutes of the Laws of England, 1628. The dictum was carried by colonists to the New World, who later removed English from the phrase, making it a man's home is his castle, which hereby became simply the castle doctrine. The term has been used in England to imply a person's absolute right to exclude anyone from his home. Although this has always had restrictions, and since the late 20th century, bailiffs have also had increasing powers of entry. Of course, again, this is Westminster English law. There is a claim here that since the late 20th century, bailiffs have also had increasing powers of entry. This is incorrect because a bailiff in the 20th century is a Crown Corporation servant, and the Crown authority has no authority without a legal agreement that the Crown has an authority. There is no material evidence to the fact that there is any legal agreement, and this has now been confirmed. Case authority number WI 05257F, David Ward and Warrington Borough Council, 30th day of May 2013 at Court Tribunal. So there you go, just thought that was quite interesting, where a man's home is his castle comes from. And of course, Sir Edward Coke, he was an English barrister, judge, politician, and Chief Justice, and regular Speaker in the House of Commons. He was considered to be the greatest jurist of the Elizabethan and Jacobean eras, from 1552 to 1634, and he fought to prevent royal interference with independent common law courts of England. So you can read that one there. I think that's big enough for you guys to be able to see. So, yeah, so I just thought I'd bring that to your attention, and I might just make that a really short one. So a man's home is his castle, and a man's right to protect his home and his castle if he fears harm or injury or life-threatening situations. So look into that. I might be able to do a follow-up myself and see if you can find that statute in the law there somewhere. I'm pretty sure it'll be there, and as I say, if it's not, we go back to our 1688 Bill of Rights. So I'll sign it off there, so don't forget to check out my YouTube channel. Obviously you're on YouTube, but my other channels there, and check out those memes. I'll post them up on the MeWe page and on my Facebook page as well while we're still running. Cheers for that. I'll catch you later. Bye.